Howdy there folks, it's Amelia from Sleepopolis, and today we're going to be doing a DreamCloud mattress comparison. If you're shopping for a hybrid mattress online, you've likely come across luxury hybrid brand DreamCloud. Now DreamCloud does offer 3 different mattresses, but in this video I'll be specifically comparing the DreamCloud Premier to the DreamCloud Premier Rest. If you do want to learn more about the DreamCloud original mattress, we have some great videos here on YouTube or over at sleepopolis.com that you can check out. Before we get started, I do want to let you know that mattress brands, including DreamCloud, send us beds for free to review and to tell you about. And if you buy any of these beds using our link in the description, we may earn a commission at no additional cost to you. That helps us to fund our testing and bring you these reviews for free. All right, let's get into it. First up, let's go over what's similar between these mattresses. First up, these beds are made by the same company, and the DreamCloud Premier Rest is actually just an upgraded version of the DreamCloud Premier. So they're similar in construction, as well as coming with the same 365-night sleep trial and lifetime warranty. Next, both these mattresses are excellent choices for back sleepers, and they're also great options for hot sleepers. Now let's talk about what makes these beds different. First up, the Premier Rest is actually 2 inches taller than the Premier. Second, we found the Premier to be firmer than the Premier Rest. And finally, the Premier Rest is more expensive than the Premier. Both these mattresses feature a cashmere blend cover, which is quilted with foam for plushness. The Premier has a Euro top layer, while the Premier Rest has a pillow top. These overall aren't too different, they're just different styles of pillow top. Both have foams to provide lots of pressure relief, and both beds have additional foam layers under the Euro top or pillow top for additional comfort. Both mattresses have a transition layer of dynamic foam. The Premier's is 2.5 inches. This firmer foam serves to promote spinal alignment and as a barrier between the plush comfort foams and the support layer. Then comes the support layer, which is the same in both beds, 8.5-inch layer of individually pocketed coils. These coils provide the support for the bed while also allowing for lots of airflow. The perimeter is also reinforced for extra edge support. And finally, each bed has a thin foam base layer to provide overall structure. Now let's talk about how these beds feel. Here at Sleepopolis, we rate firmness on a scale from 1 to 10, where 1 is the softest and 10 is the firmest. We use 6.5 as the standard for medium firm. Now, to test out a bed and determine its firmness, we lie in multiple different positions and get some input from a few different team members. Ultimately, we ended up rating the DreamCloud Premier as a 7 out of 10, meaning it's a little bit firmer than average. And we rated the DreamCloud Premier Rest a 6.5, meaning it's medium firm. Next up, let's go over how people might feel in different sleeping positions on each of these mattresses. Your primary sleeping position is an important consideration when shopping for a mattress because different beds require different levels of pressure relief and support. For a back sleeper, most beds will work as long as they are comfortable and supportive. For a side sleeper, we generally recommend something a little bit softer to provide pressure relief at the shoulder and the hip. And for a stomach sleeper, we often recommend something a little bit firmer to keep the hips propped up and in line with the rest of the spine. Let's talk about back sleepers first. The DreamCloud Premier and Premier Rest are both fantastic options for back sleepers as they provide a nice mix of pressure relief and support. Now, side sleepers. The DreamCloud Premier is a bit too firm for most side sleepers, although it could work for folks who just occasionally sleep on their side. The slightly softer and more pressure-relieving feel of the Premier Rest, however, works great for many side sleepers. It has nice sinkage around the hip and shoulder for pressure relief. Finally, stomach sleepers. We think the DreamCloud Premier could work for light to average weight stomach sleepers as it has that firmer feel. However, the Premier Rest is too soft for most stomach sleepers. Some lightweight folks under 130 pounds may find it firm enough, but overall it's too soft. Let's take a look now at the results from one of our tests, the pressure map. We use a heat mapping pressure map to show where pressure is building up along the body while lying in different sleeping positions. Blues and greens indicate lower pressure, while reds and oranges indicate higher pressure. For the DreamCloud Premier, we see mostly blue in the back sleeping position, which is great. For the side, we see some of that pressure build up, particularly around the shoulder, so we wouldn't recommend for full-time side sleepers. For the DreamCloud Premier Rest, we see very low pressure in the back sleeping position, which is fantastic. On the side, it's still pretty low, verifying that this could be a good option for side sleepers. 2 other tests we use to assess a bed are motion isolation and edge support, and both these are particularly important for couples shopping for a mattress to share together. Motion isolation refers to a bed's ability to stop motion at the source and prevent it from transferring across the bed. Good motion isolation means you won't be disturbed by your partner's movements throughout the night. Now, edge support refers to the perimeter of a bed's ability to bear weight. So good edge support means you can sit or lie along the edge without the bed dipping down too much. For our motion isolation test, the DreamCloud Premier actually did really well, which is surprising for a hybrid mattress. You shouldn't feel too much movement from a partner. However, the Premier Rest wasn't as great. And for edge support, the Premier also did better than the Premier Rest. You can easily sit or lie along the edge of the Premier with just some sinkage, but we saw a bit more sinkage on the Premier Rest. Real quick, let's go over the prices of these mattresses. As I mentioned up top, the Premier Rest is a little bit more expensive than the Premier. Currently, the Premier retails for around $1,800 for a queen size, while the Premier Rest is around $2,300 for a queen size. But you can save money on both of these mattresses by clicking the link in the description of this video or using our coupons. Well, with everything we've covered in mind, who should get the DreamCloud Premier? First up, folks looking for a firmer feel should opt for the Premier. Next, couples may prefer the Premier as it stood out in the motion isolation and edge support tests. And finally, if you're looking to spend a little bit less money, the Premier will be the better option. And who should get the DreamCloud Premier Rest? First up, anyone who wants more softness and pressure relief should opt for the Premier Rest, as it is softer than the Premier. In that same vein, we'd recommend side sleepers opt for the Premier Rest to ensure they're getting adequate pressure relief. And finally, folks who like a taller mattress should go for the DreamCloud Premier Rest, which is 16 inches tall, compared to 14 for the Premier. Well folks, that is it for this comparison between the DreamCloud Premier and the DreamCloud Premier Rest. Ultimately, I can't decide which of these beds will be better for you, but I hope you found this video helpful on your journey towards finding the best mattress for you. If you want to learn more about either of these beds or see some more great options, just click the link in the description or head over to sleepopolis.com. We also have a ton more product reviews, sleep health information, and exclusive coupons that you might want to check out. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye!